Although the things shown in the film are true to a large extent, there are some things which have either been covered up, or those things have been shown in a distorted manner. So today in this video, we will shed light on the true events related to The Conjuring 2, and we'll also show some original footage related to those events. So if you also have any advice or suggestion, then tell us in the comment below, and we will definitely bring videos one by one from those suggestions. The Hodgson family comes to live in the city of Enfield in North London. Apart from the parents, there were 4 children in this family. The mother's name was Peggy, and her 2 elder daughters were named Margot and Janet, who were 12 and 11 years old. Apart from this, Peggy also had 2 sons, whose names were Johnny and Billy, and their ages were 10 and 7 years. This family was living their life happily, but on the night of 30 August 1970, an extraordinary incident happened here. Janet woke up her mother Peggy in the middle of the night and told her that she was hearing some strange noises near her brother's beds. Peggy ignored this and asked Janet to sleep, but the same thing happened again the next night. Janet woke up Peggy again and complained about the noises. This time the noises were very loud. Peggy went with Janet to the boys' room to find out the source of these noises. There she saw a strange sight. The drawer lying in that room was moving here and there on its own, and the noise was coming from the collision of that drawer. When Peggy tried to stop it, the drawer changed its direction and speed in a very unusual way. At the same time, the drawer came in front of the door of the room so that no one could get out of the room. Seeing this, it seemed as if someone had breathed life into this lifeless object. Peggy immediately called the police, and the police came to that house and started investigating this matter. When the police was asking some questions to Peggy about this matter, suddenly a chair came sliding far away from its place. The police staff was very surprised to see this, and they thoroughly examined that chair, and they did not find any wire or any other object there. They clearly told Peggy that no crime of any kind was happening here. They could not help her, but still many people came to know about this. And even this news was published in the local newspaper. Morris Cross, who was an inventor and investigator of supernatural events, started investigating this case, along with Leon Playfair. Not only this, these things became so viral that many stage magicians and psychologists like John Bell or Tina Georgi also started investigating this case. If you have seen the movie, then you were shown that adult Warren Lauren was also very much involved in this case. But in reality, the involvement of both of them was negligible in this case. In fact, Warren came to see this place without invitation and went back after staying for just 1 day. During these investigations, many paranormal incidents happened, like the sound of someone screaming in the house, things moving around in the air, furniture changing places. Also, many times children also started floating in the air. Many times fire used to break out on its own at places, or the taps in the kitchen started working on their own, and the sink used to fill with water. Many people even told that during the day they automatically feel someone. As you saw in this video, these voices were coming inside Janet. Janet said that the demonic power, and when they followed these sounds, they found out that these sounds were coming from a wall of the house, which scared them a lot. Although everyone living in Hudson House was feeling some paranormal power, but their youngest daughter, Janet, was the most affected by it. You see these original pictures, in which Janet is probably being pulled from the bed and brought down to the ground by this demonic power. I have used the word probably because after these pictures were made public, many people claimed that Janet herself jumped from the bed, and it was all a drama. Morris says that he heard Marzier screaming, and when he followed her, he saw that Janet was flying from one corner of the room to another in front of Marzier. She was sitting on a chair and was flying here and there in the air by herself. Many times Janet was found sleeping on the dresser in strange and scary positions. People living there believe that all these incidents started when Janet and Marzier started playing with the Ouija board. Slowly, these strange, scary, and demonic voices started coming from inside Janet, and many times she would levitate and start speaking in a different voice. It is said that this masculine body and demonic voice belonged to Bill Wilkins, who lived in this house many years ago, and he also died in this house. Now we will show you an original interview of Janet and Marzier, in which you can see Janet talking in demonic voices.
600.
600 the voices.
I know the joke.
How many really are there, Margaret?
I think so far we've had 10.
3. Yeah, I do.
Who's that?
What?
Who's that, Janet?
Pardon? Stuart. Sam.
Is anybody there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dr. Who.
Doctor Who?
Well, perhaps Guy, perhaps you've got something to say, son.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how you make this noise without bashing Janet's vocal cords to pieces. If I do it for half
As you saw in this video, these voices were coming inside Janet. Janet said that the demonic power does not want to harm anyone, but wants to live with them in the house. It wants to become a part of their house. Some people claim that artists can also make such sounds, but Morris said that it is impossible to make such sounds for hours because it can damage the vocal cords of a person. But Janet used to talk in this voice for 3 to 4 hours. Janet also said that these sounds do not come from Janet's throat, but from the back of the neck, as if someone has caught her from the back of the neck and is talking from there. After this, a priest was called in this house, and after his arrival, these incidents started decreasing significantly. But still, this reduction did not end. BBC made a documentary on these incidents, which people know as Enfield Poltergeist. A book was also written on this whose name was This House is Haunted. In the year 2016, the Conjuring 2 movie was made on this incident, which was directed by James Warren. Janet was very upset that a movie was being made on the incidents that she had faced for almost 2 years in her childhood. Also, many changes were made to make the story more scary, and the story plot was completely changed. So friends, this was the true incident of The Conjuring 2. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next story.